Hello, hello out there to all the peoples, the weeples, the eeples, seeples. Don't even ask me what that means. I'm just saying shit. But but hello to you all. I know it's been a year, and honestly, I've been very busy, so I was not able to create vids that I do want to make. And also, there's a vid I had created specifically to upload for today's title, but when I had rewatched it, when I was trying to edit it, I had forgot a lot of things. So I'm just gonna do an audio instead. Because I realized a problem that I encounter when it comes to making YouTube videos. I will forget what the hell I'm talking about because I'm staring at the damn camera. It's like I wouldn't. I would say that I get distracted by what I'm looking at. Not to say that I'm egotistical in any kind of manner, so I like looking at myself. Not really. But it's like I'm looking at the background, I'm looking at my wall, I'm like, damn, what the hell is that? Oh, that's just a little speck on my phone. It's like that's what goes through my brain, and that's not really good. So I'm just gonna have to stick with all those. So I could actually look at my notebook, what I have right in front of me. And so today's topic is about campsites. A little update on what I've talked about in the past and my advice and recommendations and a little bit of info for ladies who may not be sure about what campsite they want to work on, or if you're looking for a new one to switch over because maybe you're tired of the one you're at, which is a common problem. So it's also, excuse me if you hear me coughing and shit. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm gonna be better. Yeah. All right. So let me just try to be. I'm gonna try to say this in the order what I have been on and what I've done. And I'll give my own input. But as always, when I give my own input, you can try and see for yourself. Cause here's a golden rule of camming: a site might work for someone else, but it may not work for you. So if a site works for you, it may not work for someone else. So you can take it with a grain of salt. Like this is there are gonna be some facts in here, but also a little bit opinionated. But you can take it, you can leave it, you can ignore it, whatever you want to do. It's like you can still try if you want to. Like above all means, you might blow up. You're fabulous, so it might work for you. So, anyways, let's get to this. So, the first site I ever worked on around, I would say around 3 years ago. Yeah, around 2 or 3 years ago. It was Camp Soda. Now, what brought me to that site? That was the first campsite that I looked at. I would say this is before I done any kind of research, and oh my god, it was so embarrassing. I had this frilly looking mask on, and I was just laying on my back. I don't know what the hell I was doing or what I thought I was gonna do, but it just makes me cringe whenever I think about it because I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was just doing whatever, just whatever came to mind. It was so embarrassing. Now here's the things about Camp Soda. I would say that it's semi dead site. When I revisited, I didn't work it again. There was no way I'm going to do that. I didn't rework it again, but I've read what girlies who worked on there who tried it out and stuff. It seems to be semi dead. Like you can have their new tag, and it'll say, "Oh, you have like 40 people in your room," but there's no usernames though. And I'm not aware if Cam Soda has like a sister site where they also broadcast you on, but I don't think so because I never heard someone mentioning them having a sister site. So it's been highly believed on Cam Soda, where around the street is that it's very botted. They have a lot of bots. Like you may see that you have 40 people in your room, but when you click the 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 little people head icon to see who is inside your room, it's not going to say any usernames. Maybe you might see a username, but the downside about that site is that The traffic is kind of non-existent unless you popping your pussy out your ass, and maybe you might get a few 10 people, real people in there. And that's pretty much any freemium site, you can say that, unless you bouncing that ass or like fucking yourself, putting your whole pussy in the camera. You probably may not get that many people when it comes to freemium sites in general. But let me continue. Now, I will say the pros is that it's mostly black women on there and Latinas. It's mostly women of color that blow up on CamSoda, which is kind of cool. But with that being said, it's like it also attracts cheap clientele. Now, before someone starts in the comments start saying like, "So what you trying to say?" Like, listen, before you get them Twitter fingers and start talking crazy in the comments, listen to me. It attracts a cheap customer base. Now, despite what people may feel, this is just the facts when it comes to the sex working world. Black men are very cheap customers. They do not like to pay. It doesn't matter whether you're a cam girl, doesn't matter if you're a prostitute, doesn't matter if you're an escort or whatever the fuck. If it doesn't matter, they will not pay you. The only time they'll come out their pockets to actually play, not even when it comes to like white women, they may be just as cheap as well, unless she's like super catering to the whole BBC thing, then maybe they might come out their pockets. But a lot of black men are very cheap because they think that their dick can solve everything, and that they think they're too good to pay, even though they're on a site to get women attention because they don't get no attention in their real life. Which is like, that's just awesome. That's just how it is. You can ask any escort, any sex worker, any vet, OG sex worker, they'll tell you this shit. Yes, they are the cheapest clientele. You can get offended, but that's just how it is. Maybe you want to talk to them, you can do that yourself, girl. But that's just CamSoda. I wouldn't recommend it personally. It's kind of whack. So you could try it as a background site. But even as a background site, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just going to be a waste of your time trying to get verified. It's going to be a waste of space on your PC when you're trying to stream on two different sites. I don't recommend it. I'll give it like a 3 out of 4. That's being generous. Like three or 4, a 3 out of 10. Reiterate. I think I just said 3 out of 4. Jesus fuck. 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10. Yeah, no script. Yeah, we raw dogging this shit, girl. So the next site that I worked on was StripChat/xHamster. For those of you who do not know, xHamster is the white label / sister site to StripChat. If you're streaming on StripChat, your cam will be shown on xHamster Live. So do not freak out and say, "Oh my god, they're sharing my..." Like, girl, relax. They're just trying to promote you to a bigger audience, okay? So on StripChat, I would say they have a big traffic, just like Chaturbate. They have a very big traffic. I like their 14-day new model tag. It gives you, I think it's 7 to 14 days. They give you, it's 14 days. They give you plenty of time to maximize the new model tag. And with that being said, there also comes trouble. Because new model tag in general, any kind of campsite, it'll just attract dudes that think, "Oh, you're so dumb, you don't know nothing, you're like," that they think that you won't charge them for anything, or you just show your titties for free and all that shit, or you'll pop your pussy for free, or they'll ask for like the cheapest things, or they'll try to tell you how to run your room, I'm trying to help you, like I help many girls blow up on it. Don't believe none of them, girl. If you're a noob, like, don't believe none of that shit. Just do not cheapen yourself. And I don't care how any kind of girl feels about this. Like, let's be real. Like, when you cheapen yourself, it's just gonna make it harder for other women. Now, you can charge whatever you want, but I believe, generally speaking, on freemium sites, A lot of girls charge things for cheap. You can charge. I'll say that they'll charge their pussy for cheap, which is kind of weird to do that. It's like, girl, why are you charging 100 tokens for you to show your pussy? For those of you that don't understand, 100 tokens is $5. So you saying your pussy is worth $5? Are you kidding me? It's like, girl, you better charge more than that. For this site, for freemium sites, is usually you keep 60%. And one token equals a nickel. So 0.05. Or probably not even a nickel. I'm probably missing a little space in that. Just, it's early in the morning. Give me a rest. Okay? So 0.05 equals one token. Okay? So 100 tokens is $5. 1,000 tokens is around $50. 2,000 tokens is $100, and so on and so forth if you use a calculator. So with Strip Chat, they have a wide range of audience. It can be vanilla. It's vanilla and kink friendly. I will say that about them. And I will say Strip Chat has cheap men as well. A wide range of cheap men. And the funny thing about it is that you can see the amount of tokens that each, customer has. If they don't disable that option, you can see how much tokens they have on their account. You also have a lot of lurkers on there. I mean, that comes with the territory. But, yeah. But there are more bold on there. Also, there can be a lot of trolls as well. But you can nip that in the bud by blocking certain phrases. Especially if you're like, I would say I experienced it a lot, as a black cam girl. So people would say some, hee hee ha ha ho ho, maybe some 2014 4chan shit. It's like they don't really have any kind of new material, so they just go with stereotypical shit. But I always block that ahead of time before they even get the chance to say it. So yeah, you may run into trolls on Strip Chat. Would I recommend it? Yes. I'm back on there. When the first time I went on Strip Chat around 3 years ago, I was vanilla streaming. I would say I had a good fan base. I would say they talk a lot on Strip Chat. The men on there, when you have like a somewhat so fan base, they can be very chatty and not a lot of spendy. And that's where I fucked up at. It's like I would chat, and they would not spend any kind of money, which basically put me in the shitter. Like my strip score was garbage when I did that. Also, a little mention, they have a cam score, strip score, and it's based off the amount of money you make per hour, and it can affect how much traffic gets into your room. No matter your followers, doesn't matter if you have like freaking 100K followers, you can still have like 4 people in your room if you're not making any kind of money. And don't even try to like question me on this, because I've seen this before. I've seen like high following models on this site only have like 10 people in there. Now they may be like kink based or whatever, but unless like you stream on there frequently and making a lot of money, you may not get like a high reach. And plus they also probably been there for many years. So it's all about the Benjamins, baby. So I would recommend it for the amount of traffic they have, or if you're like a variety streamer, say if like you do vanilla and kink, you can offer it on there. I like that they're more lenient, they're more laid back. They still have rules, of course. So I would give it a try if I were you. If you don't like it, then so be it. And the next site I've tried was StreamMate. Now, I will say I enjoyed StreamMate. I've been in there, I say I've been on there longer compared to other sites. Right next to Chaturbate, actually. So StreamMate, I would say the cons are they have a low payout percentage. You get to keep 30 to 35% of what you make on this site, which translates to that you get 35 cents per one gold. So say if you charge a video or whatever kind of special on your tip menu $50, you'll probably get 17.5 to $20 from that $50 that you charge, which is fucking crazy. It's like your hard work that you charge for $50 and you only getting $20. So yeah, it is pretty fucked up. But I will say they have a quick payout. Now I think depending on what day you get verified, the day I got verified was on a Friday. So every Friday I would get paid. You have to reach $100 minimum at least. I think it depends on your pay. I think it's either between it depends on which method you pick. Also, I forgot to mention that on Strip Chat. You have to reach $100 minimum for you to get a payout on Strip Chat. If you do direct deposit. And I always choose direct deposit. I don't do Cosmo or any setup of shit for this pay. It's not worth it. Me personally, it's not worth it for me. But if you want to do that, just do you, girl. But on StreamMate, I believe it's $20 minimum, at least between 20, 50, or 100. It's been a few years, so don't quote me on that. You can try to look. Or if any girlies who work the site, you can feel free to tell me in the comment section. So I would say they have an okay audience. I would say the audience knows that they have to pay. They just can't sit around there, but they'll still fucking try. Or they'll complain about your prices, just like any other site, cheap men and all that shit. They don't want to pay nothing, but they want you to bounce that ass or to like fuck yourself with a giant dildo. But like you asking for all this and you don't want to pay a girl, that's just stupid. It's like, this is a site you have to pay on. This isn't something that you could just log in and just stare at girls aimlessly. Like for StreamMate, they do have to put their payment info in if they want to make an account. There's no way around that. They could probably put their payment info in, but they're not really going to get anything when they try to sit and lurk. Because StreamMate is a premium site. It's not a freemium site. What StreamMate rules is that you can show your titty in free chat, but you can't show no pussy, or you can't show pussy, your ass, your anus. You can't fuck yourself in free chat. The modes that they have private and they have exclusive. Now private, multiple people can join. It's somewhat like a group show. You can join and pay per minute. And the per minute starts when it hits 30 seconds. At least, no, I think when it hits 10, 15, or 30 seconds. It's been 3 years, girl. Give me a break. So wait before you start doing anything crazy. Tease them. Make the most out of your buck. And I say this because men expect you to get naked before that timer clicks so they don't have to pay. Now, so be careful about that. For any new girls, like, wait to take off your clothes. Wait. Tease them. Make them want it. Because there are sneaky cheap men that'll try to, like, hang up the minute, like, you get naked. And that's it. Like, and you didn't get any money. So, bait it, girl. So, I was also, like I just said, like you can't show your pussy, you can't be fully naked or do anything explicit in free chat. But they do have gold shows. You can set a certain amount and a certain amount of time to reach for you to have like a big group show, gold show basically. It's basically like a ticket show. Now here's what happens. Say if like you set a gold show for 100 gold. Men can tip as much as they want or a certain amount that you set, and they basically buy a ticket into the show. Okay? Now, say if you don't reach that amount of gold show, that's fine. You can still start the show. Even if you did not reach that amount in a certain timer you could set like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to reach gold. Say if you didn't reach it, it's okay. You still have their money and you can still start the show. Now, if you cancel the show, you don't get any money. Now, if you cancel the show and you started the show and you didn't finish it for the amount of time that you set for the show to happen, you don't get any money either. So, I will say you can do gold shows, but just be careful. If you don't have that big of an audience in your room and you try to start a gold show and you cancel it just because only one person paid, you kind of bitten yourself in the ass with that one. And they may cancel it, and the admins may cancel that option for you for a while if you do that too, if I remember correctly. So there's that. So I do like, you can have a video store, you can put pictures, you can put all your bio, basic shit. Almost every cam does that. I would say that I like that they're strict about their rules, but it's also a con as well because you can't mention your social media on there at all. You can't do that. You can't promote nothing. You just have to talk about StreamMate. If people ask you a question like, oh, you got a Twitter or Instagram, just say that your username is same as everywhere else. That's all you can say. And also, you can't say mommy, daddy, father, or mother. Mommy or daddy, any of that shit. If you do femdom or whatever, you can't say mommy or daddy or father or mother. You can say mommy and daddy on some female sites, but you can't say that on StreamMate. There are other rules as well, but I feel like those, you can drink wine apparently on StreamMate, but you can't smoke bud. You can smoke cigarettes, I think, but you can't smoke weed. But each site has their rules regarding that, and that's not really relevant, but I had written that down anyway. Now, their sister site is Jerkmate. So, if you get verified on Jerkmate, you're going to be seen on Stripmate. Also, other sister sites they have is Cam Model Directory. Same shit. Pornhub Live. Same thing. Kink.com Live. Same thing. Femdom Live, Femdom Cams, Dom Cams, however name they going by now. Same thing. They have a whole lot of sister sites because they're very kink friendly. It's a very kink friendly site. So if you're a dominatrix, I would take them up on, would I recommend it? I would, if you can get past the payout percentage. And you'll have to up your pricing to make the most out of the site, and it will weed out a lot of cheap men on there. So I would try it, honestly, and I have thought of going back, but I'm just gonna write out what I do right now. I will talk about it in the end. So flirtforfree.com, no, I do not recommend this to any girl starting out. It is one of the worst campsites I have ever been on. I worked there for 3 to 6 months, and it was worse than hell itself. I could bet you $5 on that one, baby. I did a video on this already. It's one of the worst sites ever. And I don't care if some girl comes in the comments telling like, well, maybe you should. No. Girl, I tried it for 3 to 6 months. And it's another golden rule too. If you try a site for 3 to 6 months and nothing comes out of it, like no money, girl, drop it. Don't even try it again. For the new girls that don't. You can try. Go ahead if you want to. Do whatever you want, like I said in the beginning. But like, girl, you're wasting your time. You could be making money somewhere else. But like, for free, And here's why. They have a lower percentage payout than StreamMate. You get 27% of what you... Girl, 27%. And there are certain things that are restricted. Like, you can't block guests unless you make a certain amount of money. I wish I was joking. When I worked on that, you cannot block. You can't even, like, you can't use certain features unless you reach a certain amount of money per hour. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It was trolls and racist galore because I could not block them unless I made a certain amount of money. It's like, it made no fucking sense. Like, why do I have to make a certain amount just for me to block? It's like, it doesn't even matter, girl. They can just come back on a VPN. It's like, and it was non-stop every day, every time I stream. And the only time I was even able to like block it is if I made a certain amount. It's stupid. I wish I was joking. I don't know if it's like that now, but if we being honest, that site has not changed in like in a decade. Cause you go in a video store on there, there's videos from like early 2000s in there, early 2000s, mid 2000s. Baby girl, they have not seen an update in so long. And a little history with this site. This site used to be mostly Latinas, mostly black women and Latinas. But as the years went on, it's mostly white women. And with that being said, it attracted a whole lot of nasty, racist people. Because, like, that's the main demographic now. Like, at least that's what I've experienced. It's like my experience. I will see customers by name. I know who they are. In other girls' rooms, and they will pay them, but when they came in my room, all of a sudden I'm mean. They don't want to pay me. I'm the big bad wolf. And you know what? I'll gladly be that big bad wolf, because bitch, I'm not finna bounce my ass, show my pussy for 100 credits. Like, are you shitting me? Like for real. And I'm only getting 27%. So, baby, that's just quarters. Quarters, bitch. So, with that, it's considered a hybrid site, which means it's freemium and yet premium. Let me explain. So, they say that you can't show your genitals in free chat, but you can activate party mode, which means that you can show your pussy, but you have to meet certain goals. Like, say if like you said your bottom goal is 100 credits, next goal 200 credits, and the next goal like 500 whatever credits. You can show your pussy in that. In which really it's just a party mode where like everyone can tip and hit certain goals. Like, say if you do an oil show, I have 500 tokens. But the thing is, like, if you don't reach a goal or get any money within like 5 minutes, they'll turn it off for you. And they may turn it off for like an hour, and you gotta put all your clothes back on. So you just wasted, girl, you just wasted yourself doing that, and you ain't getting no money. And also, you can't change your pricing. I don't think you could change your pricing on there. You can do flirt phone. You can activate your phone, link your phone number, whatever, and you can charge a certain amount. They have their own built-in OnlyFans on there. It's like your fan site or whatever. But bro, listen, I'm not kidding when I say this site is very outdated. They have not updated anything on this site. I will say the pros is that they reward you for making money. You get like little badges that have like, that tell you, oh, this certain amount of users made this amount of much. This is like a gold badge, pink badge, blue. They have ranks on here. Like a video game, like you earn XP and all that shit. They have awards. They have trophies that you can have on your profile if you do good in certain events and all that. I like that they fly out their models to exclusive events and all that stuff. But then again, you have to make a whole lot of money for you to even get that. So, and a whole lot of money from 27%. They say it goes up higher the more you earn, but girl, that's just that's a lot of work, a lot of work, like years. And there's girls that I met that work there that say they worked there for years and they get nothing. So, girl, I mean, I don't know anybody in their right mind would do that for years and get nothing, but to each his own. I don't recommend it, in case you couldn't tell. No. A big fat ass no. So, next site I worked on, MyFreeCams. MyFreeCams is another old ass cam site. It's very old, outdated. You can tell nothing has been changed since the day it was born, bitch. So, I like that they have their own share cams, which is like their own little OnlyFans or whatever. I like the variety. You can set many tip menus. I love that about them. I love you can set multiple tip menus at the same time. I love that you can auction stuff. I love that you can sell items on there. I love all of that shit. But the downside is that it's racist. I'm not saying the site itself is racist, but it's like another, like, it doesn't make me mad, but it's just like, bitch, it's like, it's just disappointing. It's like, it's not even trolls either. These people are being serious. It's like, when I was on, I'll never forget the messages that I would get on it. They won't say it in my room, but they'll say it in messages because I had the words blocked. So they would come into my inbox talking about, I'm not even gonna bother repeating it, but monkey this, I love slaves and shit. It's like, bro, like, this is so tired. It's like, you feel like you never seen somebody with darker complexion before. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, we're in 2025. You probably live in the USA. We are around. I don't know if you left your house or whatever, but like, we here. It's like, it's just weird. Really weird. So, I don't recommend it. Like, and no wonder it is, because it's like, it's mostly white women. There's no Latinas, and like, there's no, I barely see anybody of color on there. I mean, anybody. It's like, barely any Latinas, barely any Asians, barely any black women. Girl, I remember I counted once. I only seen like 6 or 9 black women on there. Active. I'm like, oh hell. It's like, this is this is not cool. And also, I like the site, but it is not worth it. It's kind of dead. Also, it's very dead. Because here's one thing that I learned. According to women who worked on there, a few years ago, there's a data leak specifically for customers and some certain top models. There's a breach in the data. So people's stuff got exposed, and so it led to a whole lot of the user base leaving the site forever. With that being said, the only way you can blow up on MyFreeCams is if you already had a big audience to begin with. Because once that new model tag leaves, it's like, it's just crickets. And I seen this real time. Like, I was doing good for a while. I did good for a while with my new tag. But once that, like, faded away, it's like all my followers just, like, forgot I existed. Like, bitch. Crickets. Must have been the wind. Like, the fuck? It was like, seriously, like, what the hell? And also, you can't change your prices on here. You can't change your private prices. You can't change your exclusive group show. You can't change on that. So, you kind of stuck like Chuck. So, and also, you can't really be faceless. You will get warnings. I got a whole lot of warnings Cause I'm semi faceless. I will show my face, but sometimes I do not. So I got a lot of warnings. It's like, oh, you have to put your cam in the face. Put your cam in the face. We can't see you. And they say like you can be faces, but you have to show your face within the first 5 minutes of your stream, and you have to show your face every like 10 minutes in the stream. I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing all of this. And it's like, and it just make me scratch my head because I seen this one girl. She's more of a titty streamer. She got freaking big ass titties, and she don't even show her face like that. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave. It's like I ain't got time for this shit. So would I recommend it? No. You can use that as a background site if you really want to. I would say it's good for selling videos or content. Although I never really sold content on there. I put a whole lot of content on there, but it's just you can promote your OnlyFans and your other fan sites. You can if you want to, but that's all you, baby. But those are all the sites that I've been on. Now, I'll give honorable mentions to sites that I've heard about, but I've never worked on. So, again, like I said in the beginning, you can take with a grain of salt. Just things I heard of. So, one site, Xcams, apparently it's a premium site, European based. So, do with that with you. You could do more research on that, but I'm pretty sure they don't really pay that much either for when I did my research on it. Live Jasmine or Live Jasmine. I heard a whole lot of shady shit about that site. It's a premium site, but I don't recommend it. If you don't believe me, you can go do your research on that site, but they're very, very super, super strict, and they don't really give a shit about their models. So, Skype Private. Even though Skype is dead, you can still use Skype. They just had to transfer it to Microsoft Teams, I believe. Because I used to have Skype. Excuse me. I never worked on Skype Private, but I heard a lot about it. It's somewhat a premium site. It's like a premium cam call site. You can set your prices. However, I've heard a lot about this. Like, a lot of the customers on there are cheap. If you're charging more than like 99 cents or $1 to like manual, like, girl, I know I said the same thing. The way you looking at me, it's like, I don't know, man. You can try if you want to. I don't know. So those are the honorable mentions. Also, I forgot to talk about Bonga Cams. Bonga Cams is another freemium site as well. I did them for a while. I will say it's a token site as well, but you get 3 cents. You get 0.03 cents per 1 token. It's lesser than your average freemium site. The traffic there the traffic is not existent for USA models because it's a UK based site. For those that don't know that, it's a very UK, Latin America based site. And if you don't believe me, you can try looking at the USA tags, the America tags on there, and there's not a lot of models on there. Not a lot of active ones because it's really hard to get traffic on there in your own time zone versus, European time zone. So, yeah, it's a high traffic site. It's high traffic just like Chaturbate. But if you're in the USA, it's kind of useless if you're not like unless like you can track it. But it may mess up your sleep schedule if you have one. So you can try it as background, but be wary about that, about the fact that it's mostly a European based site. So the timing will be very difficult, but I would say the traffic is there. Not a whole lot of paying people, not a whole lot of chatters, but you can try. It's the mix between vanilla and kink. So I tried it. It was alright. wouldn't really do it again because the timing is hard. But also I worked on Chatterbait. I also forgot to talk about what I do now. So I'm mostly a femdom streamer now. I am not a vanilla streamer. I do offer vanilla things, but I price those very high because I'm not interested in doing those, to be perfectly honest. So I do Chatterbait and I do strip chat. I've been on Chatterbait for a year. I like it. The traffic is there. It's one of the most popular cam sites. They have advertisements everywhere. I'm pretty sure you should know about them by now. You know, the whole shebang. I like them. It's pretty neat, I will say. For those that wonder, like, how do you do kink on chat? You can do it. There's a big ass audience. There's vanilla and kink friendly. You just have to set yourself. You have to be firm in your room. For all of these sites, you have to be firm on what you will and will not do. You run your room. I'm getting sick and tired of girls saying, "I'm not what these guys they can't make you do nothing, girl. They're behind a fucking screen. They can't make you do shit. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. You cannot be like, you can be submissive, but like, you cannot be so submissive where like you break down crying, or you just be so up in arms about you getting upset by dudes trying to tell you, yeah, they're gonna do that. They're stupid, okay? So you have to be firm on what you will and will not do. Stand on your 2 feet. Stand 10 toes down. You better charge like you mean it. Charge like you mean. Don't be scared. Like, fuck them. Fuck those cheap customers. You should be like wishing for the big dogs to come through. Don't be low on your prices. That ain't gonna do nothing. They're still not gonna want to pay. So like, charge what you mean. And mean what you charge. And mean what you say. And mean what you will and will not do. I'm so serious about that. Cause if I see another ooh girl. if I catch one more girl run their ass to the cam girls website and start complaining, it's like maybe you're just not cut out for sex work. That's just how it is. I'm just gonna start telling, like, sometimes not everyone can do this. Not everyone can do this. I'm getting tired of people saying not anybody can do it. Cause a lot of girls quit within 1 year. And some girls don't even make it to a year being a sex worker. They quit. So not anyone can just do it. So I wish motherfuckers stop telling that bold ass lie. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, I'll gladly answer it. And if I miss something, feel free to leave it down in the comments. We want to have a discussion? Feel free to. Yes, I love that. So see you next time. No promises. So be easy. Remember to be kind to yourself. Make the money. But don't be crazy. Okay? Eee.